Competitions are for horses. Yeah, okay, Bartok. That's easy to say when you're the biggest composer of your time. Sure, there's truth to it. Art shouldn't be a race. You can't measure poetry with a stopwatch or rank sincerity out of 10. But competitions, especially this one, are something else. They're not just contests of skill, they're a hyperbolic expression of peak pianism, the Olympics of musical imagination. Let's get one thing straight. Every pianist who steps onto that Warsaw stage in round 1 has already won. Think about it. It's like inviting 86 Michelin star chefs and asking who can make the tastiest meal. Every dish is world class, every ingredient is sourced from the soul. At that level, it's no longer about right or wrong, it's about flavor, identity, and the aftertaste that lingers in your memory. And yes, in the end, it comes down to nitpicking, the kind only other pianists can understand, because when everyone's playing at the edge of human capability, the difference between first and fourth is microscopic. Now, is there favoritism, politics, marketing appeal? Of course. This is a human institution, not a divine tribunal. But even so, whoever wins this thing wins life. Bartok called competitions for horses. He wasn't wrong. Art isn't a sprint, but maybe he missed the point. Because competitions like this don't kill art, they reveal it. They show us what happens when a human being stands on stage under pressure and still manages to find poetry and precision. Maybe that's why we watch. Not for the perfection, but for the cracks. For those fleeting moments where someone loses control. Where humanity slips through the scaffolding of discipline. That's when the music becomes real. The Chopin competition isn't just another piano contest. It's a national ritual. It takes place in Warsaw every 5 years in honor of Poland's most beloved son. To win here is to be adopted into Polish musical history. Because in Poland, Chopin isn't just a composer. He's a symbol of identity, of resistance, of beauty surviving tragedy. And this competition is how that spirit renews itself. It's poetic, really, that Chopin, the eternal exile who spent his life abroad, now unites pianists from every corner of the world in his hometown. Every 5 years, the world comes home to Chopin. The emotional weight of this competition is unlike any other. For many of these pianists, this isn't just a stage. It's the culmination of years and years and years of sacrifice. They've practiced for hours every day since childhood. Their lives revolving around the possibility of this one moment. Some train like Olympic athletes. Some arrive shaking, crying, knowing that one slip could erase years of preparation. But that's the beauty of it. The brutality is what makes it transcendental. Art under pressure becomes truth. Here's the reality. Being in the top 0.1% of pianists worldwide doesn't guarantee you bread. The world is saturated with talent. Everyone's a prodigy. Everyone's recorded everything. Unless you're someone like Yu Wang or Khatia Buniatishvili or Lang Lang, artists who have managed to become cultural phenomena. You're fighting to be seen, let alone remembered. And that's what makes the Chopin competition matter. It's not about finding the best pianist. It's about giving the world a reason to stop scrolling and listen. Many of these competitors come from places you've never heard of. Small towns, modest homes, practicing on uprights that have seen better days. They're not chasing a trophy. They're chasing the chance to tell the world, I exist, listen. And for many, that's enough. Because here, even participation can change a life. Plenty of pianists who didn't take gold still went on to shape the world of music. Think of Pogorelic. He didn't win in 1980, he was eliminated in the third round, but his elimination caused one of the biggest scandals in the competition's history. Martha famously quit the jury in protest, calling him a genius. And that single act of controversy turned him into an overnight sensation. He went on to have one of the most original and polarizing careers of his generation. Or Tony Ike Yang, the youngest laureate in 2015. He didn't take gold, but his performances launched an international career and made him one of the most in-demand young pianists in the world. Martin Garcia Garcia, third prize in 2021, secured management, world tours, and a chart-topping debut album within a year. He didn't need the gold, he just needed the stage. Daniil Trifonov, third place, 2010, used the Chopin competition as his launchpad to global stardom. He's now one of the most admired pianists alive. And Aimi Kobayashi, Kyohei Sorita, Hayato Somino became national icons in Japan. Kobayashi's artistry blossomed, Sorita founded his own orchestra, and Somino turned his online presence into a cultural phenomenon, bridging classical and popular audiences in a way few have done. So no, you don't need to win the Chopin competition to win life. But for those who do win, it's something else entirely. Winning the Chopin competition is like being handed the keys to a kingdom. Usually within weeks, Deutsche Grammophon, the gold standard of classical recording, comes knocking. A DG contract isn't just a record deal, it's a passport. It guarantees worldwide distribution, your album instantly appears in every major catalog, playlist, and concert hall lobby around the world. It comes with global marketing, media coverage, and access to top-tier orchestras and festivals. It's the kind of exposure that turns an artist into an institution. Financially, it's transformative. Recording advances, tour sponsorship, production budgets. It gives artists the freedom to create instead of chase. And then come the endorsements. Steinway, Yamaha, Fazioli, Bechstein, all lining up with instrument sponsorships, touring pianos, and full technical support. For a classical pianist, it's the equivalent of being signed by Nike, Rolex, and Ferrari on the same day. Winning Chopin doesn't just make you an artist, it makes you a brand. Take Hyundai, who won in 2000. He didn't just get a record contract, he became a celebrity. Luxury campaigns, TV appearances, even Nike ads. That's Michael Jordan level superstardom in the classical world. And here's the beautiful symmetry. Around 15 years later, most of these winners come back, not to compete, but to judge. They become part of the Chopin lineage, the living chain of mentorship and tradition. competition, from being judged to judging to shaping the next generation. The cycle continues. Winning here isn't just about prestige, it's about inheritance, becoming part of Chopin's story itself. Look at the list of past winners: Pollini, Argerich, Zimmermann, Blehach, Yundi. Each of them didn't just win, they redefined Chopin for their generation. Pollini gave us precision, Argerich gave us fire, Zimmermann gave us architecture, Blehach gave us purity, Yundi gave us glamour. Every edition of the competition becomes a timestamp in musical evolution. 1960 was refinement, 75 was virtuosity, 80 was rebellion, 2015 was clarity, 2025, who knows, maybe this will be the age of sincerity. Every 5 years, the spotlight turns to Chopin. People who've never listened to a nocturne in their life suddenly find themselves arguing online about rubato and pedaling. Thousands tune in live from every continent, watching 20-year-olds from Korea, China, Japan, Italy, Poland pour their souls into music written 2 centuries ago. In those 2 weeks, the noise of the modern world quiets down, and all that matters is a human being alone with a piano trying to say something beautiful. And maybe that's what makes it so poetic, because Chopin himself, shy, introverted, private, would have hated all of this. He wasn't a showman, he despised large concert halls. He wrote music for salons, not stadiums, and yet 2 centuries later, this grand spectacle, this global event, is what keeps his fragile, intimate poetry alive. It's paradoxical, but maybe that's the point. Maybe Chopin, through this competition, gets to live out the public life he never had. He becomes both the ghost and the judge, watching as new generations try to decode his notes and rediscover his soul. Every 5 years, he returns to Warsaw, on the fingertips of 20-year-olds from every corner of the planet, and for 3 weeks, the world stops to listen. Competitions may be for horses, but this one's for Chopin, and for the dreamers, the poets, the pianists who bleed for beauty, and for that impossible moment when a single human being, alone with a piano, tries to touch the eternal.